such is life. Zwerglipatch Diary, Volume 6. Zwerglipatch, October 18, 2009. The introduction. The weeding of gardens is akin to culling one's mature memory. In weeding, one removes plants that hinder the growth and look of one's garden. Weeds can drain nutrients and water that's required by weaker plants. The removal of weeds created stronger plants and beautiful gardens. True, weeding is work, tough, determined, methodical work. The result is not only magnificent, it is admired and respected by not only the plants, but those who are fortunate to wander through one's garden. This past summer, I've weeded my memory. Yes, maturity has enabled me to remove my angst, fear, and sorrow. Never mind the pain that I dragged along with me for so many decades. Maturity has brought about a force of remembering and not forgetting, with an irony that made me realize that painful days for me were simply misunderstood by my being unsure. Unsurety is silly. Unsurety is silly when I don't not take the steps required to bring happiness to myself, as long as those who are around me and in my life. During the writing of this diary, for it is a diary, I reconnected with many people, friends and relatives who are full of life and love and are encouraging. I will admit that my ego is not strong enough to stand aloft alone. I require friendship. Friendship is fragile. Fortunately, my first friends are true friends. My family, friends included, have in their own ways, differing ways, been supportive. For this support, anchored by love, I am grateful. When friendship is new, the weeding is easy. Silence is the best weed killer to toss out those memories one chooses to forget in order to live a well-rounded, healthy, mentally and physically, life. Yes, silence in families, as I discovered this summer, is unnecessary when one so desperately just wants to understand. Understanding is essential to communication. Questions have to be asked, and those same questions have to be answered truthfully, avoiding hurt. It's possible to speak by simply listening. Non-verbal presence can be punctuated by a simple hug. Patience is tried. Patience runs dry. When those two statements occur as truisms, it is time to weed one's memory. Pulling all the dark matter from one's brain requires a strength like no other. A strength, when successful, that is sealed by an understanding. Smile. I've not only smiled, but laughed countless times during this summer. True, fragility of life has been confronted. By listening to many lives, one finds that when one survives, one shares the happy feeling of a conqueror. The quest to conquer a grim reality is not a quest that one has to face alone. Being with one's loved ones who listen and hug is not to be scoffed, but celebrated. Meeting and getting to know new friends has always been essential for me. Yes, essential. Friends need not be present physically every day. I find that friends make a beautiful garden. When friendship flowers, another weed is pulled. True friendship never dies. It sleeps. Friendship can survive the toughest winter when its roots are strong. I'm lucky. Truly, truly lucky. I have many, many gardens and many, many weeds. Such is life. The first entry is in Zwerglipatch, Monday, May 18th, 2009 at 5:12 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Here's the first paragraph. Renee emailed our landlord in Cape Town, South Africa today to tell him how much we both enjoyed the South African film You Carmen last night. Gary answered immediately. He, too, watched it last night. It was a favorite, very favorite film of his, and he wanted a friend to see it. Gary was surprised we knew about the film, for many Cape Townians have never heard about it, never mind the fact it was made in their country about their fellow citizens.